voice. He wrote for a Hollywood producer that calls him Bubala. Very nice. And it's funny because that was my nickname, my grandmother. I'm not anywhere near Jewish. He wrote a screenplay for a vanity project about a wealthy Iranian antique dealer, financed by a wealthy Iranian antique dealer, and scouted locations for Woody Allen himself. Woo! Yeah, that's right. His early performances mixed music, stories, and performance art at venues like Knitting Factory, The Bottom Line, PS 122, Dixon Place. Once the internet swallowed us whole, Lee got sucked into information technology, still honing his writing covertly in a secluded location, disguised as an IT consultant for companies like Verizon, Avis, and Jaguar. He grew a respectable practice in user experience. Now he emerges from the disguise and tears the lid off business, technology, advertising, and stupid buzzwords like monetizing eyeballs. In his one-man show, Mr. LeeSachs lives outside New York City with his wife, son, and a shit ton of cats. His website includes the Museum of Marketing Madness. You can find him at www.madnessmuseum.com and LeeSachs, that's LeeSachs.com. Please welcome, please give a warm round of applause to someone that I like to call a friend now, LeeSachs! Thank you. How's everybody doing tonight? Everybody for coming out. Like to thank Mr. Geffner. Marvin, Marvin Menglinger is the gorgeous woman who collected your money when you walked out. And everybody else. I'd like to also thank tonight. Actually, tomorrow's my wife's birthday. Today is an anniversary. It's 34 years since she started wearing shoes. It's a big deal. That's right. So I didn't realize in my bio I had some of the setup here, but basically, I'm a creative artist disguised as an IT consultant. Unfortunately, I'm still trying to hack my way out of that fucking disguise. And it's just weird because, like, leading a meeting, at work or something, I feel like, no one knows, it's a secret, I'm an artist, I've got this I'm working on a screenplay. I got this one screenplay, it's like the dying words of a suicide that goes into the Citizen Kane-like investigation and then it ends up in this long existential dialogue scene a la My Dinner with Andre. But I can't go into that, I'm at work. So a few years ago, I started to take some writing that I had written, some stuff about creativity and business and put it into a one-man show, kind of to tell my story, how I go from directing karaoke music videos to building a web services front end for a car rental booking engine. And all the while, at the same time, working on all these other projects like, one was like blending Tony and Tina's wedding with Blue Man Group. That's a great idea. Anyway, whatever. It's never happened. So the first thing I'm going to talk to you about is work. What I do for money, my day job, how I whore. I do this thing called user experience. Actually, again, I realized that was in the bio, but you probably hear terms like search engine optimization or monetizing eyeballs and gamification. But user experience, which I do professionally, is something we all do all the time. It's very common. You don't even realize how common it is. Let me give you an example. So let's say you're at work and you've already been to that cubified office pantry, where you activate the coffee pod dispenser device and then you wind up in some small talk with some people about the heat or the cold or the rain or the snow or the wind or whatever, meteorological meaninglessness. And now you're back at your desk. You haven't checked personal email in like 2 minutes. So you get an email from a friend who's going to Costa Rica. Now, you're not doing anything remotely related to Costa Rica, travel, or anything related to that. You figure out, and your friend, as if you give a shit, included a link in the email to the hotel he's staying at in Costa Rica. Now, you're not doing anything remote, and it said all that. So you think, oh look, I don't know, it's probably not that nice a hotel. So you click on the link and you're looking at the fucking hotel and it's really fucking nice and it's right next to a fucking mango plantation. And you're really into mangoes lately. You remember the guy at the fruit stand, he told you there's like 37 different kinds of mangoes? And you remember seeing on CNN.com just last week, there's a mango tree disease that's wiping out the mango trees in India. And the mango tree disease and the 37 different kinds and the hotel's mango plantation all combined into a triangular shuriken of thought that stabs an impulsive spot in your brain. And you gotta find out more about mangoes now. You go to Google, type in mango, you get 374 million results in 0.86 seconds. You click on the first link, mango. And you're taken to a website that has more information about mangoes than you ever knew existed. The mango pit was used by the Aztecs as a fertility symbol. And mango skin can be peeled down and boiled into a medicinal tea that cures rectal bleeding. I had no idea. And there's a link on the site, you can click it and you can hear how the word mango is pronounced in Zambia, which is... And then something catches your eye in the middle, you're just like looking down the page and there's a, banner for whatever the fuck it is. And you're looking at it, I don't know, whatever the fuck it is. So you click on the banner for whatever the fuck it is, and now you're at the site for the company that makes and sells whatever the fuck it is. And so you're looking at whatever the fuck it is in 360 degrees and a cross section, and you can see all the features and benefits to the resealable Loctite Click and Pleck, and you realize, look, if I'm gonna get whatever the fuck it is, I gotta get whatever the fuck that is too, Boom. So you go to order, you go, submit, confirm. Now you just have to decide how you want to ship, where you want to ship. Do you want a monogram, gift wrapped, and because you've never been to this website before, you have to create an account. So you create an account, you need a username and a password. Passwords needs between 9 and 72 characters, must contain a number, a letter, an umlaut, and a diphthong. Click confirm, submit, boom, and you get an email. Your order has been placed. And then you're going to have all these other emails saying your order was placed and now it's being processed. And then you get another email saying your order was processed and now it's being packaged. And then you get another email saying your order was packaged and now it's shipped. And there'll be a tracking number in the email. And you can click on the tracking number and you can go and see your package going through the distribution center. It's going down the conveyor belt with all the other packages. And then it's going up the conveyor belt and you can follow it all along. And then it leaves that distribution center, gets the 1209 out of Reno. It's just sitting next to the fat guy who snores on C29B. And then your package goes to another distribution center that's even closer, and it's going up and down the conveyor belt, and you're following along, and then you go into, it gets out of there and goes on truck A6509, which is driven by Carmine D'Amico. Carmine is on his second marriage, he has 2 kids, but things are going a lot better now. And it's like 4/5 the way back of the truck, the second shelf from the bottom, and it's coming, and well, sorry, I just got a little carried away. Anyway, all of that stuff I was talking about, the mango and the whatever the fuck it is, and the resealable Loctite Click and Pleck, and the, Carmine D'Amico and the truck and everything, that's the user experience. And it's all my fault. Alright. So that's the fun part. So I actually have to, so I started coming to Inspired Word, and I started checking out all these venues around town to see, where I could try out this material. And I got to know, well, I came here, I've done, some of these people know, I've done all kinds of stuff. I've done comedy here, I've done stuff for my show, I've done some musical stuff, and I did actually a abridged version of the entire album Dark Side of the Moon, all vocal. 5 minutes, you only get 5 minutes. So. Tonight I have 20. So anyway, but I actually started to, I was hearing a lot of poets and a lot of spoken word people, and I can't even name them all, but they, it's Inspired Word, I was inspired. And so I started to work on some of that, and anyway, for me, this is all about art, because art is my soul. Yeah. And this piece is called Chills Up Your Spine. Ooh. It isn't always clear at first. You're a teenager, maybe younger, and you've been to shows, listened to music, dragged to museums by your parents or school. And it's still entertainment, decoration, filigree. But at some point, some late night with friends, getting high, something hits you. This isn't background music, it's the soundtrack. You are in music, you hear body and soul. That book you read, it's all about you. It's as if some being inside you was given a language and a voice to speak with. You connect these ideas and a whole new concept appears, perfect reasoning linked together, forming a bridge. You can fly through this superstructure buttressed by logic, wires, girders, underpinnings of beauty, clarity, sharpness, the center of which is a thematic statement, good over evil, power of love, meaning of life. This is what the artist is saying, you get it. And it gives you chills up your spine. Chills up your spine. Chills up your spine. Chills. You want to know more. Why did they create this? Who are their influences? And who are they to you? And you find an identity with them. You try your hand, miming, approximate, but you're straight off speaking to yourself because ultimately the inception of all art begins as a conversation with yourself. You're thinking, theorizing, conjuring. You don't know why. You're obsessed. You're like a character in Close Encounters building a model of something you know nothing about. And so you toil in a blinding furnace of sweat, agony, deep thought, high emotion, lots of ink, paint, paper, media. Hours, weeks, maybe even years. Some days you are flattened with certain failure. Other times, you march through confounding obstacles and become Zen master. And then you emerge from that cave like a hero, bloody, weathered, and uphold your creation, unique, unparalleled. You are a god giving life to myth, form, to thought. And you get rejection. You get rejection. By the dozens, but then someone says, oh, wait a minute. This is extraordinary. I'm giving this to someone else, someone who could change your life. It is happening, but it's not happening, not yet. And when that life changer doesn't want to change your life, rejection hurts and nearly kills you and your work. And then you heal and create anew. You are now an artist. This is art. This is why artists are politically left, socially odd, anti-everything, why some make millions, some make nothing. Some are transgender, sexual enigmas. Some are alcoholics, addicts, blow their brains out. That doesn't always make sense. It's complex, ambiguous. And you will spend a lifetime clawing away to carve out a path of intricately etched niches shaped by concocted phrases that trigger sentence stories never before heard. You'll birth a world of images and scenes, weaving tapestry tales spun from fine and coarse control of streaming consciousness. Loom, mesh, stripped, extraneous, and envelop the real, and it will all happen in the moment. As you rise, you will expose yourself, and as the artist touched you, so too will you touch others, and give others chills up your spine. Yeah. Chills up your spine. this is inspired word. Well, hold on a second, guys. This is not supposed to happen here. Wait a second. Oh, right, that's right. I have to turn this one off. So, believe it or not, these are supposed to be in sync, but they're not. You know that whole iCloud thing they're talking about? Like, thankfully, I have the music on the other device. So, whoops, hold on, we're gonna get there. Wait a second.
Prepared.
Oh, I'm prepared. How about our host, by the way, Eric? The guy, you're not hearing his music. No, but this shit is on. I'm telling you, man.
Thank you.
It's and he rocks the high heels. I can't. Anyway, words are the foundation of everything I do. I mean, there's some music here. There's different things, but it's the words that connect me to you guys. It's that way I can channel to my head, so you can rattle around inside my head, and I can bring you safely back here. So. This piece is called, I gotta get it right, Who I Are Am What You. Got you, me, all of us together, we're connected in the moment.